Hi guys, Ted Price here from INSOMNIAC Games, and I wanted to share some big news with you, our fans. Now, you all have stood by us for the last 16 years, playing games like Spyro the Dragon on the PlayStation 1, Ratchet and Clank on the PlayStation 2 and PlayStation 3, and Resistance on the PlayStation 3. You've communicated to us through our online communities, telling us what you think about our games, both good and bad, and we love that. So I personally wanted to communicate with you and tell you what's really going on over here. As of today, we're announcing that INSOMNIAC is working on a brand new franchise and new universe, not only for the PlayStation 3, but also for the Xbox 360. We're also working with a new publishing partner, EA Partners. We're very excited about the new game and about the new relationship. Now, I know a lot of you guys are thinking, well, what about Resistance? What about Ratchet and Clank? What about Sony? As an independent developer, we have choices. We can work with multiple publishers, we can work on different games. However, I want to reassure everyone that our dedication to Ratchet and Clank, to Resistance, and of course to Sony remains as strong as ever. We will continue to work with Sony on games. Now, over the next few months, we'll be revealing more details about our upcoming games, so please stay tuned to our podcast, check in with us on the forums, and in fact, ask questions. Post something on the forums, and we'll do our best to answer what we can. But finally, I wanted to thank all of you once again for standing by us for so many years, for offering your comments, your suggestions, and especially your support. We love you guys.
Well, you heard it. INSOMNIAC, even though it's a new IP, is going multi-plat. Now, for those of you wondering, this doesn't necessarily mean that Ratchet and Clank or Resistance 3 or something like that will go to the 360, but it doesn't mean it won't either. Of course, that depends on what kind of licensing agreements INSOMNIAC has with Sony, and as far as who owns the IP. Like, for instance, a lot of people, when Bungie announced that they had signed with Activision and they were going multi-plat, all of a sudden you started hearing people say, oh my god, Halo on the PS3 is going to happen, even though it could take a couple of years, or on a PlayStation system as it is. But the thing that a lot of people failed to realize was that Halo is actually owned by Microsoft. The whole IP, the story, the names, the look of the game, the artwork, you name it, everything that had Halo stamped on it belongs to Microsoft. That doesn't mean that Halo can't put out like a marathon series, but of course that's getting off topic. Now, I don't know what the deal is with Resistance or Ratchet and Clank and crap, I forgot the other one he mentioned. Who knows what that could mean for those games. Chances are, though, you won't see at least the third Resistance on the 360 just because they probably it'd take too much time to port it over and blah blah whatever. However, though, this does bring up one thing that's kind of a little bit hypocritical, is whenever you see something like with BioWare and Mass Effect, where they decided that they're going multi-plat, they signed with EA, and they just released like a game like Mass Effect on the 360. Yes, I know it's on the PC, but I'm just talking consoles right now. I'm not going to bring the PC into this. On sites such as N4G.com, as well as some other areas as well, you had mainly Sony, not necessarily fanboys, but you had Sony fans and PS3 fans saying that Mass Effect just being on the on the 360 is kind of limiting the amount of money it can make. And they were all in favor of BioWare releasing it on the PS3. However, though, when you switch to something like this, and let's say that Resistance is owned by INSOMNIAC wholly, if somebody comes on who's, a 360 fan, not a fanboy, and says, well, this is great, they can release Resistance on the 360, have more gamers exposed to it, sell more, thus make more money, all of a sudden you'll start hearing the PS3 fans come out, especially the fanboys come out and say, oh my god, that'll never happen, you can't have it, blah, 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 that'd be stupid, that'd be retarded, blah, blah, blah. So, it's okay for a third-party developer who releases a game on the 360 to eventually put it on the PS3, and it's welcome, especially a great game like Mass Effect. But if a game like Resistance is talked about coming out to the 360, oh my god, we can't have it because, it was on the PS3 first. Kind of like the whole thing with Final Fantasy, which I still don't get there. Nobody said Square was actually smart for doing it because it would widen their audience and they make more money. No, they just said, well, it started out on the PS3, which it didn't really start on the PlayStation, it started out on the NES. And, they don't follow the same logic. But, like I said, that's not the fans, that's just the fanboys. Okay, you know what? I've, once again, talked enough. I gotta stop doing this kind of crap where I just want to throw a little something up here and then all of a sudden, it's whatever. N4G, gotta love it. And if you look at that title there, I didn't actually get this story from N4G. I got it from Samuel Tgeek's Twitter, which is right here saying Insomniac goes to the Xbox 360. Okay, that's it. You guys have a great day.